And a good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McLean Broadcast Network. Tonight we have boys varsity lacrosse for you, the McLean Highlanders, in the white uniforms with the red letters against James Madison and the Warhawks. There in the red uniforms with the white letters, and the James Madison written across in black. McLean has red helmets. James Madison has black and red. Should be a good matchup. Here, the JV game just ended with James Madison defeating McLean, and McLean Varsity looking to undo that here tonight. To my right, the McLean Varsity team, they are huddled up, ready to go and warm up here. This beautiful Friday evening, sun setting to my left. That's where the scoreboard is at. To my right, a nice pale blue sky. By the way, if you can make it down here to McLean High School, this is Special Olympics night, so proceeds do go to the Special Olympics. We'll be back in a couple minutes, so we will mute our mics and come back for more pregame. You're listening to McLean Broadcast Network. And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network. Matthew Zwerb here with the call of tonight's game between your McLean Highlanders and the James Madison Warhawks. Boys varsity lacrosse here. Now, just a couple notes. Last night we tried to have the girls varsity soccer. McLean would win that one. Unfortunately, we weren't due to technical difficulties. It seems like that is a daily occurrence here on McLean Broadcast Network, but we do have some exciting news to tell you. We won't break it to you yet, but we'll be able to have cameras and a more professional broadcaster. Stay tuned for that. You will most likely still be able to have our see our games right here on McLean Broadcast Network YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and also follow us on Twitter at MHS Broadcast Net for all the updates and such. A beautiful evening, like I've said, very comfortable. It's mild here right outside of McLean High School. A beautiful night for lacrosse. Two teams here in the Liberty Conference looking for some big wins and looking to continue their season. Should be a good one in store. Obviously, any in-conference game. Right now, it is 61 degrees outside. It will be going down into the low 50s by the end of this one, about 55 at 9 o'clock, according to the weather report. So it's going to be mild. Start getting a little bit chilly, but nothing like we've experienced in March and in the beginning of April. It's been so beautiful. We've had all that rain last week, and now finally this week, having some nice sunny days really makes it good. The Highlanders of McLean against the James Madison Warhawks. A good crowd on hand. And a lot of parents from both schools. Have some Highlander parents right outside to my right. And a couple students too. So should be a good one. As we mentioned, it is Special Olympics night. All proceeds from the snack bar are going to Special Olympics. So if you can make it down here tonight, that would be huge to help McLean's Special Olympics team. It's also a McLean Youth Night, and we'll have a 9-on-9 scrimmage during halftime. We won't have the call for that one, but should be a fun one if you are able to get down here by halftime. Teams are in warm-ups currently, so we're going to get to some other news before we take our second break of the broadcast. As we mentioned, we are going to a new format very soon. We're very excited. We're going to be able to do camera, going to be able to actually have the not just the audio but a video live stream, which is really cool. Some of the Special Olympics athletes right now walking down on the track, and a standing O from the McLean faithful here. Special Olympics, McLean with their Special Olympics basketball team had a good season, and it's always a good season with these terrific athletes, and it's really great. So we're going to step aside here on McLean Broadcast Network. We're going to mute our mic again. Get him to you on the other side. And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network, everybody. Just a cool moment. We're going to step aside in just a second as we're going to have national anthems and the starting lineups. We will actually not step aside for that. Now that we have clarified that, we will be on the air for that. But a cool moment just ago, we posted a picture on our Twitter page at MHS Broadcast Net. The Varsity Lacrosse team, when the Special Olympics team came down to pose for a picture, the McLean Lacrosse team, they came down and stood behind them in a really great moment for both teams. And I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. I mean, winning is important, but um, having respect for every athlete and just being there, I mean, it's a cool moment. And the fans salute as a couple of the Special Olympics players are coming out for the coin toss, along with the captains of both James Madison and McLean. It's a really great tribute night to these amazing athletes. So many times left kind of behind in the shadows, and it's great that McLean, they do such a great job just honoring them and everything. And we're really doing such a great job. There's the Fan Quest event, which takes place between Robinson and McLean, alternating sites. And of course, tonight, with the Special Olympics tonight, just honoring the great athletes who don't have a chance usually to participate in a varsity level sport, but really showing the love. And it's just great that they're doing this, and amazing to see just the support from the McLean High School community, and especially from the team. That's a very cool moment, and I mean, it really strikes a chord with everybody knowing, and it's humbling to say the least, just knowing that there's so much support for these amazing athletes who work just as hard. By the way, we're going to stay on for the national anthem, so you can stay tuned with us for the national anthem and the starting lineups in just a second. So just stay tuned for that, and then it will be game time between your McLean Highlanders and the James Madison Warhawks here on a beautiful Friday night. Low 70s. It's going to get down into the 50s tonight. See if what the Highlanders can do. And now for national anthem. Well, in just a second, not quite yet. We're going to go to a quick break, and then when we get back, we'll have the national anthem starting lineups. You're listening to McLean Broadcast Network. And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network, everybody. Matthew Zwerb with you. We're having a longer pregame than we expected, unfortunately, but the teams will eventually make their way off, and we will have the national anthem and starting lineups. McLean headed off the field again. It is Special Olympic and Youth Night. Should be a good game. Highlanders and Warhawks. And looks like both teams are headed off of field picking up the lacrosse balls, which can go every which way. But should be a good night. The sun is setting. 12 minutes is up on the clock. Referees discussing stuff, and we will have the national anthem.
Yeah, you got it. Please rise. Take your hats off and let's salute our flag with the national anthem. And tonight's starting lineups for the visiting Madison Warhawks. At midfield, number 1, John DeCiciola. In the goal, number 5, Mitch Laughlin. At attack, number 6, J.P. Ugast. At midfield, number 7, Palmer Lloyd. At attack, number 8, Cheech McLean. At midfield, number 11, Jackson Franks. On defense, number 13, Jack Tucker. At attack, number 18, McCoy Bodmer. Defense, number 21, Ryan Partridge. And at defense, number 27, Kevin Lines. Coaching the Warhawks, Alex Gorman, assisted by Rob McClellan and Stu Stein. Starting for our McLean Highlanders. At midfield, number 19, Zaid Salema. Number 34, David Kagan. At LSM, number 25, Juwan Kim. Trying to find them all. At attack, number 4, Ross Stadsclaff. Number 5, Caleb Rodriguez. What's your son's number? 16. And number 16, Eric Lawhead. On defense, number 35, Will Salt. Number 17, Matt Buchanan. Number 10, Carson Smith. And in the goal, number 14, Jonathan Pilch. Highlanders are coached by Brian Simmons, assisted by Mike Tierney. Excuse me. Our trainers, Michael Tierney and Lisa Cajun. Assistant coaches were there. I don't know Zach's last name.
And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network. In goal, as you heard, Jonathan Fleisch for the Highlanders and Leyland for the Warhawks. Everybody's out. 12 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Highlanders and Warhawks. It's Friday Night Lacrosse. Getting ready for the opening face-off on the McLean dot, and we are underway with the ball bouncing into the Warhawks attacking end, and a whistle here, and they'll say it's Warhawks ball.
Procedure, not sure what.
Number 1 with it that for the Warhawks, that's John Day. And now the ball back up with number 7. Number 9 for the Warhawks. Play behind the net to number 6, that is JP Ugas. And then played out front. Warhawks just moving the ball around here, trying to find a opening to get a shot here with 11:16 to go. Fakes the shot, now moves it right side behind the net, number 18. Trying to look out front, nobody. Sends it to number 7, Warhawks still with possession. Cross to number 1, looking back to number 7. And they'll tap away here and send it right side. Warhawks still with possession here with 10:43 to go in the first quarter. Spin move by number 12, but he'll back away on the left side here. And they'll send it up top to number 7. That's Palmer Lloyd, midfield. Now trying to play it in and a loose ball, and the Highlanders will get possession, but then it's tangled up about a 4 and 5 or 3 scrum, and finally jumping Hilsch. He'll take it, control, and send it up. Highlanders on the attack. Here with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. They'll send it right side, number 4 behind the net. Number 5 with it. Highlanders seeing what they can do.
Way to go, defense!
Now number 2 changes about, and a ball that ended up being in the service of play, but we'll continue. Number 16, he'll throw it in. Number 2 for the Highlanders, that is McCarthy. And then a shot coming here, bouncing ball up, and a save made by Laughlin. And then a turnover, or I thought was, but the Warhawks can still have possession. We'll move it in, backing off. Number 1, that is John D. And now behind the net, number 18 for the Warhawks. Spins up, but then decides to go back. Goes back to John D. And then up top, number 7, and on across to the right side. Highlanders playing a good zone thus far, not allowing the Warhawks anything in tight, and then really collapsing on the ball. Still moving around for the Warhawks, trying to find a shot. Number 7, now number 1. Behind the net, number 18. Still moving around for the Warhawks, but all on the outside. Number 7 thinks about shooting, but the shot was not there. Highlanders doing a good job just bossing Madison right out, chewing up some clock in a 0-0 game. Now number 7 trying to cut in right side, trying to play around a shot. Say rebound, they score. That's number 2, Jake Hughes. Able to put it in on the rebound. It was passed in front, and it's 1-0 Warhawks. Well, we talked about the good defense, but they are able to bounce the ball right off a jump and Pilch. And number 2, Jake Hughes in there, and it's 1-0 Madison with 8:09 to go, and the Highlanders find themselves down. So 50% as far as the trips down the field go for the Warhawks. And now face-off is coming. Face-off is won by the Warhawks after Highlanders didn't know where the ball was. That's number 34, by the way. And the Warhawks right back to where they started. Number 3. Having a long stick there. Played up top. Number 7 for the Warhawks. That is Palmer Lloyd, the midfielder. And now play back to him. He'll just take it back up. No need to rush right now for the Warhawks, having some good possession time as it's played behind. Played out, number 9 trying to get a shot off. Spin move by number 7, and he'll move left side. And he'll set up, gets it number 1 with a shot and a save made. And that's going to go out bounce. Warhawks ball. Warhawks retain possession here with about 7 minutes to go. And then a whistle coming. Trying to kick a ball out of play. That's the second time there's been a ball in the playing surface. As Warhawks trying to move around. Play behind the net. Number 18 coming out in front. Moved away. Warhawks playing good, solid offense. Here's a shot and a goal. Number 7.
Palmer Lloyd with the goal.
Oh, excuse me. That is who got it?
Palmer Lloyd scored.
Palmer Lloyd, number.
Didn't see who got the assist.
So Palmer Lloyd with the goal, and it's 2-0 Warhawks here with 6:40 to go. And the Highlanders hardly any possession time in their offensive attacking zone. Need to do a better job, and starts with this face-off right here. Will be taken. Number 34 trying to win the face-off for the Highlanders. David Kagan not able to win that. It goes right to number 7. And immediately right back where they started. But a turnover as a ball tried to pass behind, and the Highlanders will have possession. 2-0 Warhawks here. 6:20 to go. First quarter, Matthews Word with you. Here's the Highlanders trying to move it up. Number 2 with the Highlanders on the left side. Seeing what McLean can do now. With 6:07 to go. Number 2, that is Jake Hughes. Highlanders with number 8 trying to go to the center, but he's boxed out by number 10 of the Warhawks. And then it's played behind the net. Highlanders probing, seeing what they can do. Almost a midair pass to number 16 for the Highlanders. That is, number 16. That's Eric Lawhead. And then trying to get the shot away on and that one skipped off. Let's see. They're going to say Highlander ball. And then the Highlanders will take over. 5:24 to go. Highlanders with possession. And then played up top. Highlanders probing. Already have one shot. Trying to get a shot on here. And then played out. Warhawks with good zone defense right now, but being a lot more aggressive than the Highlanders. Really chasing after guys. Number 5, right side, trying to go. Playing up top. Number 8 thinks about the shot. Can't go to the center. He'll just go behind the net. Number 16. 4:48 to go. First quarter, 2-0 Warhawks. And up top, the number 11, that is for the Highlanders, that is Miles Collins. Number 2, Kevin McCarthy, now behind the net. Number 16, looking there. Up top, the number 5, shot, he scores! Number 5, Caleb Rodriguez with a goal, and it's 2-1 Warhawks. And the Highlanders cut it. And the Highlanders cut it in half, and now they have some life. Just working around, staying patient, just like the Warhawks, and able to capitalize on their second shot of the game. And what a good time to get a goal for the Highlanders, folks. And just when you thought James Madison was going to dominate McLean, having some good possession time with 4:24 to go, the Highlanders find themselves right back in it. Trying to win the face-off, but a whistle and it will be James Madison ball. 2-1 Warhawks. Highlanders hoping for a defensive stand. Jumping. Pilsha went looking for a steal, but ill-advised. Luckily, defense was there, and James Madison continuing with possession. Both teams playing in a zone, but the Warhawks were way more aggressive than the Highlanders. The Highlanders kind of staying home, seeing what they can do. And now played out front to number 2. Stitch checked away. Ball still loose. And Jonathan Pleisch will make the save off of a bouncing ball. And the Highlanders will continue, will come ahead. Here they come. It's number 19 will play behind the net. Number 5 there with the Caleb Rodriguez. He had the first and only goal for Highlanders. Number 11 now trying to go to middle. Bounced away by number 4 of the Warhawks, and the Highlanders will just play behind the net. Caleb Rodriguez now, number 5. Plays up top to number 8. Left wing side, trying to cut to the center. Number 8 looking, probing. He'll head over to the right side, face it behind, and then now to number 11. Number 11 takes a shot, deflected, and a save made by number 5, and a good job for the Highlanders getting on their goalie and playing aggressive. And number 5, the goalie, Lehan, and a whistle and a timeout taken by the Jayhawks as the goalie, Mitch Lawland, just taking the ball up. The field really had no one to pass it to. The Highlanders doing a good job being aggressive and swarming him, because if they had a steal, that's to break the other way and possibly a shot on net to tie this game here with 2:26 to go. Forces James Madison to use their first timeout. 2-1 Highlanders. Sun is setting on this beautiful Friday night. Our next broadcast, well, most likely next week, there is a soccer game at home for the Highlanders, and should be a good one. Stay tuned for that. Most likely coming your way. We will let you know through our Twitter account. You can follow us at MHS Broadcast Network. 2-1 Warhawks. Warhawks having good possession and playing some good defense. It started out having a couple trips. Warhawks so far have won all the face-offs thus far, and McLean just starting now to really work it here. By the way, very similar colors. Only the Madison black is the difference. The Highlanders are in their white uniforms, going from left to right. No, excuse me, right to left. Warhawks number 7 with it. They're going from left to right. Number 7, that is Lloyd Palmer. Or excuse me, Palmer Lloyd. Play behind the net. Warhawks with possession. Play right side. Now back up top. Number 7 with it. Palmer Lloyd. Play behind the net again. You're in a beautiful night for Lacrosse. It takes a shot, and that's a good save by Pleisha. Shot that was up high, trying to go top right corner of the net, but no, says the goalie, Jonathan Pilch, excuse me. The senior, actually the starting quarterback for the football team, but here's a shot and a save made. And it's going to be a Warhawks ball here with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. Play back up top as Palmer Lloyd. Play back behind, just probing right now, but looking for a shot. A couple shots on the sequence thus far for the boys in red. Then play down low, a shot, they score.
Goal number one.
Number one. John D there with a goal, number one. The pass came out on the near side, on the right side, and a quick shot near side to beat Pilch, and it's 3-1 now with 1:16 to go. Highlanders trying to win this face-off if they can. And the Highlanders just won't be able to. It's number 3 in there for a Warhawks. That's Theo Lenz. And then the ball played, deflecting off, and it's going to be Warhawks ball. A couple Warhawks changing in and out. Number 9 bat, that is Sam Borak, back in game for the Madison Warhawks. James Madison with their faithful out here, a good number. Played up top now. Warhawks just probing. Highlanders less aggressive, really playing a stay-home zone as a shot comes in. But a save made by Pilch, and then the ball coming out, and then a turnover made, and the Highlanders will have possession. Pilch playing a long pass, and now here come the Highlanders. Number 11 trying to spin away. A couple man. That is Collins Miles. 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
Inside 10 seconds.
Now Highlanders looking, trying to get one last shot. Number 8 waits, face a drive, and save made, and that will do it for the first quarter. No penalties thus far, but it's a 3-1 Warhawks lead. Highlanders need to see what they can do to get back in, but two goals is manageable. 12 minutes is on the clock for the second quarter. Will begin, the two teams huddling up, trying to see what they can do. For the Highlanders, probably need some better defensive. Now, you have been able to create a couple turnovers and get something started on the rush, but ultimately, maybe a little bit too patient on defensive end and just allowing a Warhawk or two to sneak in. You saw that with the third goal that made it 3-1. And ultimately, well, that didn't work out so well for McLean. So we'll take a timeout and we'll come back in just a second. You're listening to McLean Broadcast Network. And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network. Something that we weren't aware here is we will begin the second quarter. Highlanders going from left to right. Warhawks going from right to left. Where the Highlanders are without Gavin Lake and Jack Benson having two unsportsmanlike conduct, so they are suspended for this game. And ultimately, the Highlanders a little short-ended on the on both ends, the attack and defense. Gavin Lake is a defender, and Jack Benson in attack position. The Highlanders, though, do have possession right now. They'll play it around. Here's the sun sets, lights are on. Looking number 19, trying to cut in a shot, they score! Number 19 cutting in, Zaid S. So Mima and the Highlanders cut the lead to 1. Zaid S cutting in, and the Highlanders are right back in it. It's 3-2 Warhawks with 11:31 to go, so just 29 seconds in. The Highlanders are able to get a goal from right out front on the right side. And the Highlanders now have some light trying to tie this one up. They won the face-off, moved the ball around beautifully, and the Highlanders now looking to see what they can do on this one. Face off to come here at center, and a violation. That's going to go against the Highlanders, and Warhawk ball number 7 for the Warhawks. Bobbling his head a little bit. That's Palmer Lloyd, and he'll come out of the game. Took one to the back of the neck, it looks like, and he'll go and take a seat on the bench. But either way, the Warhawks, with just over 11 minutes to go, with possession. Played left side, now played down low. Quick shot, they score. Number 18 there.
Goal by number 18, McCoy Bodmer.
McCoy Bodmer with the goal from a bad angle, and that's one that Pilch probably wishes that he had back. And, I mean, Bodmer just came out and right from behind, right out front. And, again, the defense for the Highlanders, you need to be putting a stick on your body on someone in that situation. You can't allow them to be able to have a good, clear shot that close to the net. And that's the second time this game that the Highlanders have allowed a Warhawk to sneak out and receive a pass. And it's the goal. So now it's 4-2. Warhawks. Well, Highlanders will have possession after a faceoff came into their attacking end with a Warhawk chasing. Ball went out of bounds. And number 2, he's taken down from behind and then taken down again. And then a timeout taken by the Highlanders. And a couple of checks on a couple of players, some whacks with the sticks, and ultimately for the Highlanders, no penalty called. This is not too scrappy of a game thus far, but a couple non-calls, and we've seen that. Some of the referees tonight, I mean, a definite whack with the stick. But the Highlanders was taking their first time out here with 10:39 to go. Sun is setting upon the tree line that's off to our left. Scoreboard all lit up with the Coca-Cola ad. Well, Coca-Cola ad isn't lit up. It's the LED display with the numbers and the goals. Highlanders are down by 2. Warhawks with a 4-2 lead thus far.
Reminder, snack bars open. Chick-fil-A, Lido Pizza.
Highlanders
going to the special
now will take over. Number 22, and they'll play it up.
Chung in the game.
Highlanders probing number 2. Feeds the man. Now trying to play it down low. Back. Looking for a shot was number 22. Highlanders.
You're right on the crease. Take a step.
And then a pass deflected, and number 16 for the Warhawks. He'll take it up. That is Nick Quinto. And then a bobble ball by number 4, Stephen H. And the Warhawks will move up ahead, but harassed all the way by a group of Highlanders. Either way, Warhawks played the number 8. Good defense. Number 8. He'll go to left side. Players are changing on both ends. 9:36 to go. Highlanders are down by 2. Thus far with 2 goals. And number 7, now number 9, play behind the net. Number 16 will play more directly behind the net out front. And that ball will go out bounds. And it will be Highlander ball. Number 2, Kevin McCarthy. You've seen the difference between the two different zone styles. Warhawks really aggressive. Highlanders are playing off, and a shot comes in. A save made.
Shot by McCarthy.
Saved by Lawland, and ultimately will recover. So here come the Warhawks again. Number 1 with it, John D. Behind the net. Now up to number 8. Now number 1. Switch to number 11. Played left side, number 8. Warhawks still with possession. They'll play it right side and play up top to number 11. That's Jetson Franks. Fakes the shot. Looks. Now number 1 with a quick shot and a save made by Pilch. Jonathan Pilch, the starting quarterback for the Highlanders in football, with a leg injury in week 1 against Stonebridge and missed most of the year. Now he's back in the goalie position. Warhawks probing. Highlanders playing zone defense, boxing everybody out. A shot coming in, a save made. And a good job there for the Highlanders to win possession. Here they come. Highlanders, they have numbers. Number 11 spin move, and he'll lose the ball, and Warhawks will recover. And an unfortunate, that was looking like a good attack for Highlanders. Here comes number 27 for the Warhawks. Stops, harassed by number 19, and the ball will bounce to the path, out bounce intended for number 4. Number 6. Either way, Highlanders with possession. No power plays thus far with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. 4-2. Highlanders looking for something before halftime. Or something right now. They would love to at least tie this game up right now. Number 11. Just probing down on the right side. Just jogging his way slowly behind the cage. Now speeds up. Trying to come out front. And he'll play it up top. McCarthy, number 2. McCarthy going in. No good angle for the shot. He'll play behind the net. Highlanders are probing. 6:12 to go, second quarter. Spin move played out. Good defense now for the Warhawks here with a shot coming in. A save made. And then trying to get to lay in. And ultimately, Warhawks will take over. Number 3. Trying to play right side. Intercepted. Good job for the Highlanders. Intercept that pass. Players will change. Highlanders offside, so they'll have to take it back. And they'll call it an offsides against the Highlanders. So Madison and the Warhawks will take over. Number 4 with it, that's Ross S. Number 18 now, left side with number 8.
And then he quit on it. He got back there and then he left.
Highlanders looking, trying to have another defensive stop. Couple more, and this game could get out of hand. But ultimately, thus far, it's only a 4-2 game. But you have to credit the defense of the Warhawks being very aggressive. And here's a shot they score. Number 7 from the right side from about the 25-yard marker on the football field with a shot. And I believe that is Homer Lloyd with the goal, number 7. It looked like, but ultimately it could have been number 18 as well. Bodmer. But it's a 5-2 game with 4:50 to go, and the Highlanders playing a very passive style, not going after the Highlanders, and maybe time to change some defensive strategy here. You're down by 3, 4:50 to go in second quarter. And again, a face-off one, trying to play back down across. And the Highlanders will have possession as a shot from number 18. No, excuse me, 15. No, 18. Went out of bounds across the face of goal. And we're lucky it's not a 6-2 game with 4:28 to go. Highlanders with a shot, they score! Right back at you. And it's a 2-goal game again. It's 3-5.
Madison was offside. That'll get waved off by the goal.
Number 19 with a shot coming in. Jared. No, excuse me. Number 19, that is Zaid Samaya. And the Highlanders now finally are back in it after just a couple minutes. You feel like James Madison might be trying to pull ahead, but instead the Highlanders, well, right back in this. Face-off is won by the Warhawks. Highlanders looking to get a defensive stop and make this a 1-goal game. That would be nice. Behind the net, now played out. Number 9 with it for the Warhawks. Sam Borak has a goal in this game, but you'll be looking for another one. But play behind the net. 3:54 to go. 5-3 lead. Highlanders have been able to keep it at 2. They want to make it a 3-goal game now as a ball bobbled, but Warhawks will retain possession. Behind the net now, right side. Number 9 with a shot, and that glances off of Jonathan Pilch. And with 3:30 to go, Highlanders once again back to defense. James Madison looking, just probing. Behind the net, looking for something in close. They have one man in the triangles and a shot coming and a save made. And then a turnover, and the Highlanders will have possession. Highlanders taking it up. Number 2, Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy, nice move, a shot, they score! Kevin McCarthy, and it's a 1-goal game. Coming up the left side and going to the center between the two.
Great clear, Jonathan!
Between the lines and the Highlanders. Right back in. It's a 1-goal game. It's now 4-5 with 2:48 to go, excuse me. Between the grid lines right in the center. And just when it looked like, well, just when you thought maybe the Warhawks might be able to make a 3-goal game again, the Highlanders and Kevin McCarthy with a great individual run, and it's a 1-goal game. Face off one, number 7, Lloyd Palmer. Warhawks with possession. 2:39. Highlanders trying to maybe tie this. Madison. Now Palmer. Up top, they'll play it right side now behind the net, probing. A little bit more movement right now for the Highlanders D. Just trying to boss them out, keeping an eye on the guys behind, making sure that nobody comes in too close. Number 18 goes and to the front, and then a shot they score. With 2:03, number 18 for the Warhawks.
Goal unassisted, number 18, McCoy Bodmer.
McCoy Bodmer, his second goal, and it's 4-6. The number 2 on the goal differential seems to keep going. And now with 2:03 to go, this is unfortunate. Just to say the least, unfortunately, the Highlanders seem like they had some momentum, and then Bodmer with a good move to just sneak up. And again, the most of the goals for the Warhawks, they win yet another faceoff have been coming from down low. Quick shot by Palmer, and then Jonathan Pilch able to make the save. And then a couple of bodies go flying for the Highlanders, and finally a penalty will be called. And the Highlanders are going to get a power play.
Going to have a push with possession. So McLean. Highlanders will have a 30-second man advantage.
Well, I thought it was against the opponent. It's going to go against the Highlanders.
No. Push from behind on them. We have a 30-second advantage.
Oh, excuse me. It was on the... I thought for a second it was on James Madison. Well, it is on James Madison. The Highlanders will have a 30-second power play. And this is huge for them. See if they can make this a 1-goal game with 1:47 to go. And now the number 8. Probing right now are the Highlanders. They'll play it left side and now to the right side with number 8 looking, trying to get a pass with a quick shot and from the near side, and it will be possession with the Warhawks. Taking their time, trying to go upfield, trying to get the hit on number 15 from number 11 for the Highlanders. They won't be able to do it. Loose ball near midfield, and the Warhawks will take over.
Inside 1 minute.
Less than 1 minute to go. Waiting for person now. Behind the net, little jab will play it over into number 9 who just came on for the Warhawks, Sam Borak. Always dangerous. Play behind the net on the right side. Now play directly behind the net. Left side, number 8. Play back, loses the ball. Highlanders with 33.7 seconds. Last opportunity. 6-4 right now in favor of Madison. James Madison. Here come the Highlanders, though.
Went offsides by a little bit.
Now number 2. And the Highlanders will be looking to look, and then a whistle and a timeout taken. Big opportunity for the Highlanders. And a timeout coming here with 15.4 seconds to go. Highlanders looking to try and make this a 1-goal game. They did, but then Borak with 2 goals so far. Highlanders trying to make something happen, trying to make this a one-goal game. It's been all James Madison scored the first 2 goals, and the Highlanders cut it 2-2, and then's kind of been bouncing around at the number 2 for goal differential. And then the Highlanders able to get a goal with about 6 minutes to go, and then Borat for the Warhawks was able to cut it. Well, make it a 2-goal game again. Excuse me, not cut it. The Highlanders, they cut it to 1, and then Borat scored,
19 seconds left.
making
Highlander ball.
the game a 2-goal game again. Excuse me. 19 seconds, not 16. Referee asking for a couple more seconds to be added on. Number 8 with possession now, right side. 16 seconds. They'll just pop it up top, move it around. They'll get the number 2, McCarthy, their go-to man with speed. He's played off. They'll play down low, trying to go out front. Number 11, shoot it. A high shot coming in it near the horn. It went right off the crossbar. And, well, unfortunately, as we go to half, it's a 6-4 game.
Oh, because you have a plane. Yeah. So
The little guys will come on. We'll step aside. We'll mute our microphone. Here, it's 6-4. You're listening to McLean Broadcast Network. And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network. Matthews Werb with you here on this beautiful Friday night. Mild in the upper 60s currently. We'll get down towards the lower 60s when this one ends. When this game ends with 2 minutes to go until the second half start. It's currently a 6-4 lead. Highlanders hit a shot right off of the post, the crossbar there at the end of the second quarter, but ultimately it still remains a 2-goal lead. A little bit of a recap for you in this one. The Highlanders went down 2-0 early, but then were able to battle back, make it a 2-1 game, made it 3-1, 3-2. The Highlanders able to get a goal and kind of back and forth until where we are right now. It was a 3-goal deficit at one point. The Highlanders made a 1-goal deficit. So a back and forth affair, but the number 2, it always seems to be coming back. The unsung hero thus far, Kevin McCarthy, he had the goal to make it a 5-4 game, but then a good run at the end trying to make it a 1-goal game, but ultimately it didn't matter because the Warhawks would get another. Highlanders, though, play them tough. Been able to hang in there, get a couple goals here and there, and this is still a game. Ultimately, it's very easy. Just set your head down and let James Madison run over you. But McLean, very methodically, with a couple of key runs, McCarthy really showing some toughness. And that's what you want to see in the third quarter, in this entire second half. Highlanders, they're going from right to left here in their white uniforms with the red helmets, with the silver pants, silver shorts, and the red numbers. And we are underway with another face-off won by the Warhawks. Warhawks they've basically won every single face-off thus far, and the Highlanders, well, ultimately that means you have to make a defensive stop to see if the Highlanders can get to work here with 11:36 to go. Up top, number 7, played down, trying to cut in a save. Ball's loose, going to the side and around the cage, and the Highlanders will have possession. Bilch takes it ahead for McLean. Good lead pass to number 4, spin move across the McLean logo, then place it to Kevin McCarthy.
Way to go, Jonathan!
Highlanders methodically looking, trying to make this a 1-goal game with 1 minute gone here, 11 minutes to go. Third quarter, Highlanders looking behind the net now. Played out to number 16 on the wing. And then number 11 looking, trying to cut in with a shot. Oh, and a save made. A good save. Mitch Laughlin. And the Highlanders will have possession. Ball goes out bounds on the far side, the right side, but a good save by Laughlin. And the shot that came in. Number 5 working for the Highlanders, trying to force his way in. Won't be able to do. Number 11 spin move, looking. Ball comes loose now. Number 5 with a shot. Oh, and that just whistled wide. And a save made by Laughlin. Or at least took it in. Highlanders trying to have some good defense. Laughlin taking it way up. And then a shot coming in. And finally, he's back. He took it up towards midfield. But either way, it'll be Warhawks ball. as they'll move around. Probing, left side. Right side, number 1. Takes it behind, number 6, number 18. Working around, looking for something down low. None there. They'll play back up. Number 1. Now number 7 with a drive. And won't say that I got a piece of a Highlander. Pilch with the save. 8:57 go. 6-4. Warhawks lead, trying to make it a 3-goal game. Number 7 faces the drive. Number 1 trying to cut to middle. They'll give it back. Highlanders trying to defend. Warhawks trying to make it a 3-goal game. They've done that once, and then almost a steal, number 1, John D. And then finally the Highlanders able to get it, and he's shoved down. And they're in a loose ball push against the Highlanders, even though Kevin McCarthy went down on the far side near midfield, and the Highlanders, well, have to go back to work again, and it's the Warhawks catching a break. 6-4 lead for them. Switched up, number 6 now, coming out front, looking, number 7. Still probing, number 1, still up top. Fed down, side of the goal, trying to come in. Highlanders back him off. Looking for a shot, right, left side. Behind the net, number 6. Bats off. Trying to play the number 7, and a pass came in, deflecting out goal.
Got to be on 7's hands.
Highlanders still on the defensive here with a shot. And that's going to be once again Warhawks ball. So Highlanders here with 7:33 to go in the third quarter. A good chance to really see how they can hold up. Number 1. Ball's loose now. Number 7 trying to pick it up. Good hit on him. And a flag's coming in. And we're going to see what the call is. Referees conferring. Number 9 with the penalty on the Highlanders. That was Matthew Shaheen. Still discussing it, all the referees. Kevin McCarthy comes over, just taps Shaheen, and
No, I thought his hands were pretty close together.
Highlanders, well, they're going to be down. A 1 minute.
What was illegal about it?
We're going to say a legal body check. Some complaints from the faithful here at McLean High School, but power play upcoming.
Illegal body check called against Highlanders. He'll be man down for a minute.
A 1 minute power play upcoming. Here's the Warhawks moving around. Matthew Shaheen with the legal body check. And the Highlanders find themselves down. Warhawks with a huge opportunity. Here comes a shot, they score. Going right through the legs, a low shot. As Palmer Lloyd. And now it's a 7-4 game with 6:56 to go. So power play goal on the illegal cross check. Matthew Shaheen with the penalty, and the Highlanders find themselves Down 3 goals, but an opportunity to see what they can do. And that's a huge power play goal for James Madison, the Warhawks. And the Highlanders are able to win the faceoff, a huge faceoff win for the Highlanders, and they'll get started. And then a stray pass, and the Highlanders turn it over. The Warhawks will have possession, and ultimately that could be one that'll come back to haunt them. We'll see. Highlanders back on the defensive. Back on the defense. Played up top. Number 7. Palmer Lloyd with the goal on the power play for the Warhawks. They're just methodically moving around. 7-4 game. Thus far, play bad now. Number 1 trying to go to center. Number 8 with a shot and a save made by Pilch. Warhawk ball though with 6:01 to go. Third quarter, Matthews Word with you here on this beautiful Friday night. The lights are out. The sky's black. Set for the lighted up field here at McLean High School. Almost an error pass for James Madison behind the net. They'll play it out top though and still retain possession. Highlanders finally won a face-off and ultimately threw the ball away as a loose ball. Highlanders able to take over. Number 25 with possession. Highlanders will come in. Offensive zone. Right side. They'll get over number 16 for the Highlanders. That's Lawhead. And they'll spin away, playing it up top, almost nearly out of the reach of number 19, trying to play it back with a weird shot. And they're going to say it's Warhawks' ball off of a deflection. Not a shot, a pass that was high, and the Highlanders with a costly turnover again with 4:51. Highlanders, if you're McLean, you can't panic here. You just got to try to find a way to make things happen. Good defensively and then a good transition and move the ball around. Can't be asking for too much too quickly. You're down by 3, but if you can make a 2-goal game going into the fourth quarter, you might be able to tie this one up. This is a low-scoring game, or at least not as many goals as fast, and long possessions tend to lead to a couple shots, although Madison has more. If you're the Highlanders, you just need 1. At least in terms of shots. Number 9, right side, quick chance around, and as a ball came right out in front, Pilch wasn't ready, and it deflected wide. Highlanders trying to get the ball. Ball will roll out of bounds, and the Highlanders will have possession.
It's all Fred. Yeah, come on.
And they'll say Highlander ball, so the Highlanders with a good hustle trying to get to the ball, able to force it off of a Madison player, goes out of bounds, and here come the Highlanders. Kevin McCarthy, right side, he'll spin out. Looking for an opportunity. Number 11, he'll play it across to McCarthy up top. 3:12 to go. Clock taking here the third quarter. Highlanders down by 3 here to James Madison, this Liberty Conference battle. Number 8, looking, trying to cut in, looks for a shot. Not there. He'll send it out to McCarthy. McCarthy already with a goal, and he has good speed. Good box out by the Madison defense. Play behind the net, number 16 there. Pivoting, looking, trying to send it low. Now number 5 with a shot deflecting off. And McLean, though, will play it out bounce. And it's going to be Madison ball on the far side. And again, the Highlanders couldn't keep the ball in bounce and ultimately turn it over. And for McLean, it's just frustrating because McLean had some good possession, able to work the ball around, just not able to get a shot. And everything counts here with just about 2 minutes to go, and kind of at least hoping to have it a 2-goal game going into the fourth quarter and have 12 minutes to try to get 2. But this could be a 3-goal game, and the Highlanders have been able to overcome. They were able to get down to 1, but that's as close as they've come. And the goal margin is 7-4. James Madison working ball around number 10. Now behind the net. Played it back to number 10 on the right side. Played out number 1. And then sticked away. Highlanders still trying to get out. And it comes in front. They score. Madison with a 4-goal lead now. And number 18, Bodmer. The Highlanders looked like they had a chance to get a loose ball, but it ultimately came to Bodmer, and he just worked his way around and right out in front of a shot on goal, and that's his 3rd of the night, coming from down low. And Bodmer, the unsung hero for the James Madison Warhawks team. Face off won by the Warhawks. Number 3 comes in a shot. They score. And now it's starting to get out of hand. Number 3, Theo Lenz with the goal, and now it's a 9-4 game. A 5-goal game for the Warhawks, and the Highlanders, they have their work cut out for them. And unfortunately, just some bad luck and defensive miscues have left the Highlanders down by 5. And they win another faceoff, number 7. Warhawks trying to get back to work. Highlanders, they need a big defensive stop right now. Number 8 trying to go to the net. He'll be forced behind. Now back up top, number 7. Looking for a shot. He'll play it right side. 30 seconds to go, under 1 minute to go. Highlanders, well, it's a 5-goal game. I mean, that's be pretty hard to overcome, but right now they need a good defensive stop. Highlanders, again, playing more passive zone, not a aggressive zone like we've seen from the Warhawks. But if you want to be able to try to at least get 5, you need something that's almost turned over. A quick pass out front, and that will do it. 9-4 as the wheels starting to come off the bus for the Highlanders. We'll step aside here, start of the fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. You're listening to McLean Broadcast Network. And welcome back to McLean Broadcast Network. Matthews Werb here. Start of the fourth quarter. Highlanders going from left to right. They're down by 5. It's a 9-4 game. Highlanders, unfortunately, have the work cut out for them. They had a chance. They were only down by 2. And then the wheels started coming off the bus. I mean, and if there's one thing to say for the Highlanders, playing pretty passive defense, which can be okay, but now you're down by 5. You have to be aggressive. And if that leads to more goals for Madison, yes, but I mean, you still have a chance to maybe get yourself back into it, and that starts by winning the faceoff. They do not. Madison, number 7, another faceoff win for the Warhawks. He'll have it right side. Already a change, number 11 coming on for number 3, number 11 for the Warhawks. That is Jackson Franks. Warhawks working. Number 11 plays up number 7, number 1, and behind the net, number 18, number 8, that is Miller Theodore. And then the ball pops up loose. There's going to be a power play upcoming as a Highlander went down. Let's see who this is on. Highlanders making some changes.
Highlanders will be shorthanded.
And it'll be on McLean. 30-second penalty on number 11. Miles Collins. So a big defensive play for the next 30 seconds here with 11:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Highlanders are down by 5. You do not want to be down by 6. And essentially, as a bad pass came all the way out, number 1 trying to work with it, and that was John D. almost losing the ball, but ultimately Warhawks still have possession, trying to play it down low, gets in front, they score. A good move, but again, defensively down low, the Highlanders just not being able to put their bodies or sticks on anyone, and it's now a 10-4 game with 10:39 to go. Highlanders, unfortunately, now down by 6. And they have not scored in the second half. It's been all Warhawks, and starts by winning a face-off. And just to say, James Madison's been better. Highlanders can't win the face-off, and it'll be James Madison, number 1, John D. Now with possession, behind the net, number 6, 10:27 to go. Highlanders playing a passive defense, but if that ball gets down low, you need to be putting a body on your man, which they have not done today. And you think maybe this game would be a little closer if they have. James Madison's been very successful from below the goal and behind the goal, just being able to work it out front and going from there. Getting quick shots, moving in. Now number 18, having spin off, he'll give it to number 8, left side. In the attacking zone for the Warhawks. Warhawks just playing passive right now, trying to chew some clock.
We went man for man.
Number 11. Highlanders playing a little bit more aggressive, at least on the ball carrier. And then a spin move, trying to cut in a shot, and they score. Trying to go, he went short side on Jonathan Pilch.
Bodner was his 4th of the night.
And once again, McCoy Bodmer with the goal. His fourth of the night. And for the Highlanders, down by 7. This game may be over. And a couple key notes to take away here as we're ready for the face-off. Highlanders haven't gotten any goals in the second half as we're under 10 to play in the fourth quarter. And
What was that?
another face-off win coming right down. A shot they score, number 5. Number 14 carried it in, a quick pass to number 5. Or number 6, excuse me, number 5 is their goalie, number 6.
Come on, McLean, let's play ball.
JP Ugas with the goal, and it's 12-4. The Highlanders down by 8 with 9:13 to go. Not a lot going right. The wheels are really starting to push off. Here are the Highlanders playing aggressive right now. Not able to get a hit in on number 1, but ultimately playing a lot more aggressive. They're fired up, and if there's one thing right now for the Highlanders you don't want to quit here, is there's a whistle and a turnover. Highlanders will have possession. Here comes number 19, trying to weave his way in, being forced out by James Madison's defenders, specifically number 7. Penalty flag. And let's see who this is going to go against. A slashing call upcoming. The Highlanders are going to get a power play. Number 7 with a slash. Number 7, Palmer Lloyd. And the Highlanders have an opportunity to get their first one of the second half with 8:43 to go. Number 8 walks in, looking, feeds it off behind the cage, trying to play out in front, and a save made. Ball's loose. Highlanders not able to get to it, and then sent all the way over number 13, and a miscue for the Highlanders, giving the ball up. Number 8 coming ahead. 8:15 to go. Warhawks spending a lot of time in their offensive zone. As this one not going to be chalked down in the good books for the Highlanders, at least as a quality performance. There's going to be some changes sure to come, but ultimately going to have to try to put this one behind you. At least try to finish strong here. James Madison trying to work the power play down. And they do. Number 18 now trying to cut out. Runs into the goaltender, Pilch, who I believe they have a cross check and the player's down. I can't seem to get a number. We'll let you know who that is, but unfortunately a Warhawk down after a solid performance. It's unfortunate that we have an injury, and there's going to, I believe, be a power play upcoming to the Warhawks because of that, but he's up on his feet, number 18, and that's number 16 again. That's good to see. That one stung. No, number 18, that is Bodmer with 4 goals, and I'm not surprised that he was leveled there. Let's see if there's going to be a penalty upcoming. Number 17 with the penalty. 1 minute, they're going to say. 7:33 to go. 13-4 Warhawks with a dominating performance thus far here in the fourth quarter. Matthews Word with you. There's plenty more great Highlander sports. Keep to our Twitter account for all the latest news and when we're going to do our games. Plenty of games left to do. Soccer and lacrosse. We'll let you know. Played out in front and deflected out. A bounce is going to be Warhawk ball. And they'll play behind the cage. Looking. Just wasting some time. Number 7, number 8. Now played out in front, trying to work with it. Loses it. Stick a shot, they score. Number 8 with a shot from the outside. That is McLean. And now it's a 10-goal game with 6:39 to go in the Highlanders. Well, Pilch, that's one that he probably wanted to have back. Screened a bit by his own defender. And a face-off upcoming. On Youth and Special Olympics night, a frustrating game thus far for the Highlanders. Not able to really do much in the second half. I mean, as another face-off one, number 10 with it, and they'll play it up ahead. Warhawks go to work, played out in front. Number 8 for the Warhawks again. McLean, McLean with the shot and is trying to get his second goal. That was out front, and he just missed. Up top for the Warhawks, play right side. Now back up top, number 4, Warhawks with possession. It's hard to remember last time the Highlanders had an offensive chance, and now a ball, as the ball came loose, and it's going to be Highlanders had it, but don't say no. It's going to be a Warhawk ball. That's frustrating because the Highlanders were about to break out, and they were whistled down. Double team behind the net. Warhawks player number 16. He'll go down trying to cut in and then blocked away. And Highlanders will have possession. Taking it ahead with a quick shot and a save made. It's going to deflect. And a good job. I believe that's number 10 for the Highlanders, Matthew Shaheen. Excuse me, number 11, Miles Collins. Good work there. Now played out front with a shot. Oh, and a save made by Law. He's made some good saves tonight. And then a quick shot trying to go near post by number 4 of the Highlanders. That would be Ross S. Highlanders looking. Number 2 trying to feed it off. Turned over. and it will be Warhawk ball. So turned over behind the cage, and then it'll be played out. And the James Madison Warhawks with 4:40 to go, they'll take over. Moving it up ahead. Good student crowd still on hand, even though the Highlanders are losing by 10, and then trying to take over. A good play by number 25 just doesn't work. Highlanders playing a little bit more aggressive, more of a man style now than the zone, but ultimately the result is already caved in. Quick shot, deflected wide, and a save made by Pilch. Last really good opportunity the Highlanders had was really back at the end of the second quarter with a shot off the crossbar. It's been that long. Turned over, Highlanders won't take ahead. Number 17 crosses it to right side 16, and changes will be made. Number 16 walks in, able to get it. Now quick shot and save made. Rebound there. Number 8 hits it up. Highlanders with possession, trying to work with this number 11 now. Stitched it away. He'll come out. Highlanders looking, and a shot they score. I think that guy came, he was looking to go down in it, and the ball ended up floating right over Leyland's head in a weird one. And the Highlanders, well, Collins, it's now a 9-goal game with 3:22 to go. So the Highlanders trying to finish strong, and that's the order of business right now. But I'd love to see that the Highlanders didn't quit there. I'd love to see that McLean, they just kept fighting, trying to get a 5th goal, and they do. Even though the result will be chalked down in a loss, and another face-off loss for the Highlanders. Warhawks, number 1. Looking within number 11. Number 11. Number 1 with it. John D. for the visiting Warhawks. Trying to play it out front. They score. Number 6 with the goal, J.P. Ugas. And the Highlanders give up another one, and it's 15-5 with 2:50 to go. Ugas leads his second as he came out from behind, and playing the ball down low seemed to work thus far for the Jayhawks, and not that much going right for the Highlanders tonight. Face-off upcoming with under 3 minutes to go. And
need more stats.
And one from the, and then played in a shot. They score again. Number 7 winding through the defensive face-off one by the visiting Warhawks, and they are putting on a show. And that's not a good way. JP Ugast again. And they're just running through the Highlanders D, and unfortunately,
Go, Robert.
the Highlanders not able to do much. Face-off upcoming.
Robert Connick facing off for the Highlanders.
Number 33, Robert Connick, trying to win a face-off here for McLean. That's been few and far between tonight with 2:38 to go. 11-goal lead at this point, I think, and the Highlanders just not able to get their good effort by McLean, number 10. There with the ball for the visiting team, and I believe a slash and a penalty upcoming. That's the ball and a whistle coming. And let's see who this will be against. I do believe it's going to be against the Highlanders. And with 2:09 to go, honestly, be number 19, Zayd Selman. And ultimately, the Highlanders, well, not much going right. Warhawks just trying to waste a little clock, not trying to do too much. Number 8 on the left side, 150 to go. 16-5 lead for the Warhawks. Number 10 behind the net. Now number 8, they'll switch positions. Palmer Lloyd, he's had a couple in this game. And he's one of the better players for Warhawks. 127 to go. Really just wasting clock at this point, and you really don't need another goal. Our play about to expire for the Warhawks. And it will, so, and a flag being thrown. And this might put the Highlanders down with 58.6 seconds to go. A flag was thrown and on the far side, and let's see who this is going to be against. It's going to go against.
Sounded like stick, Jonathan.
It's going against
Stick to me.
Jonathan Pilch. And ultimately, here with 56.54 seconds to go, they're just going to run the clock down. A frustrating end to this one. It's play left side. 40 seconds to go. Highlanders trying to get possession and escape number 8. Highlanders being very aggressive, double teaming, still can't retrieve number 8. He'll go behind the net and he'll come out front. Stitched away, 20 seconds to go. Less than 15 now. Still working with it behind the cage. And an upcoming penalty against the Highlanders. And with 6.2, Highlanders commit another penalty, but I don't think it matters. You're being aggressive. Just a frustrating game. Well, 6.2 to go. And that will do it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They'll just run the center, James Madison. And James Madison's going to win it. As they'll celebrate with their team a demonstrous victory as they run out onto the field. A frustrating game for the Highlanders, and ultimately, as the fans will file out, that will do it. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Matthew's Word. Not much that the Highlanders can muster, and there's going to need to be some changes. A frustrating end to that one. The final score, McLean 5, the visiting Jayhawks 16, 11 goal deficit, and that's one that James Madison's going to feel happy about for a while. So for everybody on McLean Broadcasting Network, I'm Matthew's Word. We will let you know our Visit our Twitter account at MHS Broadcast Net to see what our next game is going to be. Time and location and all that good stuff. Good night, everyone.